Let us get rid of some of the clutter. Clutter. Let us declutter our lives. Today is the first day of March, and I'm sure a lot of us, most of us, started off in January saying what we was gonna start doing. We was gonna get rid of some things, let go of some things, let go of some people, throw away stuff. And we stop and we look back in March have gotten here before we know it. And for some of us, the clutter is still there because of procrastination. Clutter causes chaos. And guess what? Chaos causes distraction. Chaos causes distraction. When there's clutter all around you, there's a lot of distractions. Let us get rid of some of the clutter. Let us talk about the things first. Some of the things we can get rid of. And one thing I've learned to our own self, we have to be true. Don't make these big long commitments in January. You said, "Oh, I'm gonna be making $1 million by the time March comes." Be true to yourself. So some of you might have made these resolution or these things was on your vision board of things that you saw yourself doing, and you look back and you say, "It's already March. I haven't accomplished any of those things." Guess what? Don't beat yourself down. It's not too late. It's not too late to get it straight. It's not too late. Don't beat yourself down. But one thing I will say, don't keep talking about it and not doing anything about it. Clutter clutters your mind. It clutters everything. And when you clutter free, you can think freely. A lot of us might be wondering why. Oh, my mind's so far. Oh, I'm so tired. I feel so drained. I feel so wore. I go to bed tired, wake up tired. Clutter, 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 clutter causes chaos. And chaos causes distraction. You can't even focus when you're distracted. So let's talk about some of the things. Let's talk about them clothes. And y'all know my platform is for women. There's men on here as well. But my platform is to women, helping women major in marriage, whether they're married or single. If they're designed to be married, it's still helping them major. Major studying. You studying like you're in college. You're learning to be a wife. So I'm talking to you, queens. Guess what? The first thing I will say we need to get rid of. Mm-hmm. Go on, say it. Go on, say it. I'm giving you a few minutes. What is it? Them clothes. Mm-hmm. Those clothes. Those clothes in that closet. You can't even put a pin between. Stop holding on to stuff and things. Get rid of them. When you buy some, get rid of some. Give it away. Sow it to somebody. You still holding on to that wedding dress. You still holding on to that size 3 dress. You holding on to all that jewelry, all that makeup, all those oh shoes. Did I say shoes? Shoes. You got closet and closet and closet of clothes. And you're not even wearing half of them. You're not wearing half of those clothes. Some people hate getting rid of things. Some people live the life where they barely could make it or barely could buy things when they wanted to. So now that they can buy things, they buy things. And when they buy things, they buy a lot of things. They buy a lot of it. And they like seeing it. Might not be using it, but the idea of seeing it. Oh, I just like seeing all my shoes stacked up. Oh, I just like seeing all my purses. Oh, I like seeing all my cologne. Just a bunch of stuff. You gotta just look at it to make you feel good. Get rid of the clutter. Get rid of the clutter. And I have always been real particular about clutter. I don't like seeing a lot of stuff. I like everything have its own place. I don't have to see it, but I know where it is. I don't have to be looking at it. I don't have to be looking at it, but I know where it is. It has a place. But the older I'm getting and I see people dying and family member having to go through things and clean out things, and you look and you see they have all the church programs from 1919, all the birthday cards that somebody has given them. Person died, they 80, all the birthday cards. You can't keep all that stuff. And guess what? When you keep it, guess what somebody gonna do? Dump it in the garbage. It's sad, but it's true. Because what's important to you is not important to everybody else. It really isn't. Don't save all the declutter, all those shoes. All, you don't even know what you have. Clothes all in the drawer. You open in the drawer, stuff just falling out the drawer. Declutter your life. Let's talk about them papers, papers, papers. Yes, all those receipts. Why are you keeping all those receipts? Get rid of. Get rid of those receipts. I'm trying to help us as we build our home. We want a home that's thriving, a home that's peaceful, stress-free, clutter-free. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're here to talk about today. Getting rid of stuff and things. The papers, those receipts, you had a drawer, you open them up, open the drawer up, and in the drawer there's all kind of papers and receipts. You don't even know what they are. Why you keep them? You have every fast food restaurant receipt in there, um, grocery receipt, wherever. You just stop it and throw it in the drawer. Let's declutter. And the best way to declutter is to start one room at a time. When you start one room at a time, you go through that room, you get that room situated. And before you move to the next room or the next project, whether that be the garage, the basement, whatever room it is, before you go to the next room, tell yourself, I'm going to keep putting things back in this room where it belongs. Because if you declutter, but then you still putting things, throwing things, stuff here, stuff there, at the end of the week, you say, I get it. The clothes you worn all week, they thrown in the chair. Then at the end of the week, you're so tired. So they still sitting in the chair. No, you put everything up the same day. The same day. Put it up. That's your challenge. Put it up. When you put that up, then you move to your next project and you won't be so frustrated. It won't feel like you're not accomplishing anything. Because if you do one room, move to the next room, before you finish the next room, the first room project that you worked on is almost looking the same as it was when you started. Guess what you're gonna do? Quit. You're gonna be frustrated. You're gonna be so frustrated. You're gonna quit and you're not gonna try to do anything else. Let's declutter our life. This is March. Yeah, it came fast. March came fast. And you said you wanted to declutter, you want to get rid of some things. You haven't started, and perhaps you might have started, but it doesn't look like you have accomplished anything because you constantly doing the same thing you've been doing, throwing things here and throwing things there. Your bathroom clutter. Stuff all over your counter in the bathroom. Your drawers, you can't hardly pull them out. You have all this jewelry. You have all this makeup. You have all this fingernail polish. Mm. You have all these things, all this cologne. You got cologne from several years ago, and the bottle just have a lid in it, and you haven't thrown it away. If you hadn't used that cologne in a couple of years, why are you holding on to it? Why are you keeping it? You like looking at all the bottles saying that you had this much perfume? Is that it? Ask yourself, what's your reason? What's your reason? Clothes pile up. Laundry need doing. I'm gonna tell you the best way to conquer laundry. If you don't like doing laundry and you're one, let me turn my phone keep. Sorry about that. My phone keep beeping and I thought I had turned it off. Sorry about that, y'all. I was sitting here in my room, my nice little chase lounge, looking out the window. And I said, let me pick up the camera and just hop on here and let me talk about this. Let me talk about clutter. Let me talk about clutter. Let's talk about those clothes, laundry. If you have piles and piles of laundry, you need to develop a new system because, oh, I hate laundry. If you hate laundry, you're definitely going to hate it if it's backed up and overflowing you behind. The best way to handle laundry is to do laundry extra days. If you only do laundry once a week, try doing it 2 or 3 times a week. Because when you do it 2 or 3 times a week, guess what? When you do it 2 or 3 times a week, you're you're gonna have less load. Less load mean what? Less stress. Less stress is you don't have as much to fold up and put away. Always try to do laundry with whatever you can get done, completely done that day. Meaning that you washed it, you dried it, you hung it up, or you folded it up, you put it up, one or the other. That's completing the laundry. If you got piles, some washed, some still sitting in the dryer, some still sitting in the washing machine. You folded up one load and you didn't, but you never put that load up. When you be frustrated, look at it as the more I get done, the less stressed I will be. I'm all about in 2025 is protecting my peace. I like peace. I like quietness. I like organization. I like things organized. I like knowing, have my calendar, knowing what's on my calendar for the week, what I need to do. I like knowing that um, my house is not in shambles. Let's declutter our lives in 2025. Let us declutter. Declutter to you might not be what declutter is to me. You might, well, I got everything pretty good. I just got this one room. I just cannot keep that room together. Start practicing something that can become a habit. If it's that one room, look around and say, why is this room? It just seems like I just can't keep this room going. What is it? Evaluate it. Put a system in place. When you get that system in place, see if it works. I notice when I come in, yeah, I'm tired. I don't kick my shoes off in the floor. I just go ahead and put them where they belong. Oh, when I'm getting ready to go out the house or getting ready to go to work or church or just anywhere, I'm going to exercise or wherever I'm getting ready to go. Instead of me in the bathroom, doing my hair, brushing my teeth, towels here, towels there, instead of me just leaving things just like they are, I'm going to put them back where they belong. When I finish brushing my teeth, I'm going to put my toothbrush up. When I put my makeup on, I'm going to put my makeup where I got it from, where it belongs, in its place. Now, in order to do this, you have to have already set aside a place for everything. Oh, I'm not gonna finna leave my towel on the floor. I'm not gonna leave my towel on the floor. Oh, I'm not gonna leave the sink all dirty. How long it take to wipe the sink out? Spray it with the cleaner stuff, get the towel and wipe it out, wipe it down. Put your towel up, put your toothbrush up, put your makeup up. Start somewhere. Where is that place in your house? We're just talking about house. We could talk about a lot of things. We can talk about cars. We can talk about our office at work. It's a whole lot of things, but we're talking about because I think it started at home. I think we have to start the habit and practice at home before we try to take it somewhere else. You'll see people they so nice and neat and clean when they step out the house. You better not go to their house. You better not go to their house. You'll see them so everything just lay put together. Clutter, clutter, clutter. Let us start decluttering our life. It's so important. And I'm saying this because you will feel better. You'll feel less stress. You'll feel more organized. You'll feel like you can breathe. You won't feel like, oh God, I can never get anything done. From sun up to sundown, just working, working, working. Because I'm tired, but I don't see no progress. You're overwhelmed. And sometimes we don't even realize what is the problem. Why I feel so tired? I went to bed. I woke up. I'm tired. I thought I slept pretty good. You got closet door open, clothes hanging out the door, clothes over on the chair, clothes in the bed, clothes in the floor, children clothes in a basket need putting up. You got one sock and you can't find the mate. Burnout, burnout. And I would say to the young people, especially those with children, get a system, develop a system, and teach your children. When those children go to daycare, if they're old enough to pick up, when they go to daycare, believe you me, those workers have a system and those children follow it. They will walk in that classroom and put that backpack in their cubby hole. They know that's theirs. They put it in there. They got them trained. They come home, that same backpack, they taking and throw it in the floor. You haven't trained them. You haven't trained them. But in order to be an example to them, you have to set the example. Don't allow your children just live in clutter. Don't allow your children just tear up a room, toys everywhere. Those teachers, they have a song, clean up, clean up. Everybody clean up. Guess what? When they finish, those toys are back in place. And you could do the same thing at home. You're burning yourself out because you don't have a system. You don't have a system. Teach your children, put their things up. Teach them it's okay for them to play with their toy. Yes, you can play. But you can finish, you're going to put them up. Before we go to bed, this is going to be put up. You got older children, especially girls. I say boys too. Well, I have a girl and a boy that grown. So I had both. And we tried to train both of them right. Because one day we're not going to be there to do all this for you. You need to practice cleaning up, being organized. Teach your young girls. You're not going to be there with them forever, doing everything for them. Teach them. Teach them to be little girls, young ladies, to clean up behind themselves. Excuse me. Teach them. It's so, excuse me, yeah. Teach them how to clean up behind themselves. They looking at you as well. You fussing at them about their room. What yours look like? Clothes everywhere. Closet look like I don't know what. Clothes on the floor, shoes everywhere. Let's set an example. Set an example for the girls, for your children. Declutter. It'll follow the whole family. Everybody just unorganized. Y'all leaving out the house, driving on two wheels because you're in a hurry trying to get where you're trying to go. And you're in a hurry because you spent I don't know how much time trying to find something that wasn't in a place. So let's start with that one room. And I always said let's start with the room that needed the most. And a lot of time people say it's their bedroom. Oh, I need to do something in my bedroom. Oh, I need to get my room more organized. Yeah, so you can start and have it be. And once you do that and get in the habit, when you move on to the next room, it's not going to be a problem at all. It's not going to be one problem. So start decluttering life. Let us go through 2025, um, protecting our peace, living a peaceful life. No, it is not peaceful. The clutter is not peaceful. Clutter is not peaceful. So let us just focus on that. And the last one I'm going to talk about is sometimes we need to declutter the people that we hang around. Those people, nothing but distraction, distraction, distraction. And you end up taking on their burden, or you end up complaining, complaining, complaining. Sometimes we have to let go of people, whatever. If the people does not serve you well, it's time to let them go. And it's okay. Because there are some people that are in our lives just for seasons. And you thank God for that season. But some people is not here for us to carry on this journey. Some of them can't. You want to be a business owner, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want a new house, and you around people always complaining, always broke, always from one job to another job, always have these great ideas, but never carry them through, you end up just like them. Because guess what? They are distraction. Distraction. They causes distraction. And when you're distracted, you just can't function. Even with the situation is what's going on in the world today, and Lord knows there are some situations going on, especially for the people in the workforce. But guess what? I pray for them. I pray for those whose jobs in jeopardy. I pray for our country. I pray for our president. Because one thing I do know for sure, nothing catches God by surprise. None of this, it's a surprise to us because we don't know everything. But God knows. You said, God knew all about all of this. Yeah, God knew all about this. Nothing catches him by surprise. So what we have to do is stop complaining. Sometimes we have to shut off the noise. There's a lot of noise going on. We have to shut off the noise. The noise with the news, the social media talking about what's going on. This one talking about the president. This one, it's just one thing after another. And a lot of people don't like to hear this, but a lot of things that are going on in the world today was prophesied that it will happen. The times that we're living in, these things was prophesied in the Bible. So things that we can't change, we can't do anything about a lot of things. Let's pray about it because you end up stressing yourself out and other people will be sleeping all night long. Pray and ask God, Lord, let your will be done in my life. Get rid of the distraction. Get rid of the clutter. Clutter in our brains. Our brains just clutter, clutter, clutter with all the chaos, all the news, all the distraction. Sometimes you have to just let it go for a day. And I definitely pray for people, those government workers and all everything, government assistant, all those different programs. I pray for people. But guess what? We're gonna have to do what we need to do for ourselves. They saying food gonna go up. Start picking up little things here and there. Declutter your brain, your mind. Start picking up little things. You see someone on sale, pick it up. Stop buying unnecessary stuff. Just buying, buying, buying. It ain't no time to be buying now. You look in your closet. You got enough stuff. I just told you about all the stuff on the floor, the shoes running over. We have enough clothes. So let us just do more praying than complaining. Let's do more praying until we can live a clutter, have a clutter-free mind. I work for the federal government. I worked for the U.S. courts for 30 years. And I've been retired, and I thank God. I thank God for that. And in my retirement, I said, God, I still wanted to do something that was in my purpose. I knew I didn't want to just sit down, sit at home and mind idle, filling my mind up with clutter. I wanted to do something. And that's what I'm doing now, empowering women. Empowering women. I wrote a book, Women Majoring in Their Marriage. I wrote a book. I have a podcast channel. I have this YouTube channel. I have a Facebook group. And that's to encourage and inspire women and uplift women. And I know we as women, we some strong, you get some women together, you got some strong people. And that's what I'm all about. Empowering women to be better, to do better, empowering women to have a thriving marriage, not just a surviving marriage. And then those women, we got women out there that are believing God for their husbands. They're in a season of waiting. I encourage them to wait on God. Wait on God to send your husband. But while you waiting, be in preparation. Get some of the clutter out your life. Get some of the clutter out your life. Get some of the noise, the distraction, and be busy about the things of God. And wait on God to send your husband. He know what you need, and He know your heart desire. I do want to say this: if you made it far in this video. If you still here, thank you, because you don't have to. But I want you to know I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed, y'all know how I do. Look at your crazy. Why haven't you subscribed? Huh? Hit the subscribe button. It's free. Hit that notification bell. And the notification bell will let you know each time I drop a video. And I drop videos 3 and 4 times a week. Sometimes you see my face and sometimes not. But I'm always inspiring women how to build a healthy home. So if you're here, drop me a heart. Let me know you've been here. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you're married or if you're single or if you're that woman that's in your season of waiting. Let me know. I want to know who my audience is here on the YouTube channel. I've been on YouTube for 6 months now. And I want to know who my audience, like what age are you? So I know who my audience is and what you like and what I post. Because it's all about encouraging. I want to inspire you, encourage you to get the clutter out your life. Slow down. We're so busy. We're so busy too. We don't have time to declutter. Slow down. Do the things that are important. The things that are important. Do those things. You're trying to do too much. And I always tell people, I always tell women, it's okay to ask for help. If it's too much, If trying to keep your house organized and get too much, ask for help. Ask your husband, honey, this is a lot. I need you to help more with the children. I need you to help more with the house. If it's just you by yourself, 9 times out of 10, you can get it done. You just don't take time to get it done. If you're single, you should be able to keep your house clutter free. It's a habit. You so used to throwing things anywhere, and ain't nobody coming here. Oh, ain't nobody coming. It's just me. It's just me. I don't have to clean up. You say you want a husband, prepare to be a husband. I mean, a wife. Prepare for marriage. If you got junk everywhere, but you want to be married, how you think you're gonna live when you get a husband? He ain't gonna have nowhere to lay in the bed because you got clothes everywhere. And then when he get upset, then you upset with him. Some things we bring on our own self. Ladies, it's been a pleasure. And to my men too. I hope this has helped you. Those men out there, I hope this helped you. You can declutter your life as well. I hope you found some type of value. But I just want to say to you ladies, thank you, thank you, thank you for continuing to rock with me. I'm Janice Vance, and I'm the founder of the Marriage Major. And up under the Marriage Major, I have built other platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and I have a podcast channel. But I want to thank you all so much. I would love to hear your input, love to hear how you're decluttering, what areas you need to declutter in. I would love to know if you're married, if you're single, or if you're that woman in her season of waiting. And I think that's a beautiful season to be waiting. I know some people like, oh, they let the biological clock get to them. Oh, I'm almost 35. I ain't my marriage yet. God knows. Just keep waiting, but be busy while you wait. And I pray for those that do desire husband. I pray for those who are married, because marriage is not for the faint. It's work. I thank God I've been married 46 years. I married my junior high school sweetheart. We still like each other. I'm serious. We really like each other. And I thank God for that. I thank God for each year it gets better. Because I think we're more mature. I was 19 years old when I got married. I look at that now and I would pass out if my granddaughter is 16. If she was 19 saying she want to give out, you go somewhere and sit down. You don't know nothing about marriage. Because they seem so young. And my mom would say, oh, they're so young. We were young, but we major. We major. And I tell anybody, and those people that say they have that perfect marriage, I don't even pay those people no attention. They have gotten immune. They have gotten immune to the way things are. And because they're not throwing pots and pans at each other, they think they have a thriving marriage. They're not. They're just surviving. But that's what they used to. So they think it's okay. Oh, he make his money, I make my money. He do what he want, I do, I'll do. That's not thriving. That's not a thriving marriage. You just surviving. You just survive. But I encourage people to have a thriving marriage, one that built on a good foundation, the foundation of God. You can weather the storm. You can weather the storm. So I will say to you all, go and have a fantastic day. Be blessed. And as I always say, always try to leave a person, always try to leave a person better than you found them. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave me that comment. I will be looking for that comment, and I really like to know your age group. You don't have to tell me your age. You can say, I'm in my 20s, I'm in my 30s. If you don't want to say the age, you could say if you're single or if you married or you divorced or you in your season of waiting or you don't ever want to never get married again. Or you never been married and don't want to be married. It's okay because marriage is not for everybody. Marriage is not for everybody. But leave me a comment, let me know because I want to know how can I serve you better. I want to know what you're looking for. I want to know when you come here, oh yeah, I'm going to get some great content that's going to help me in my single life. That's going to help me in my marriage. Like they're going to help me in my motherhood, going to help me with my finance, because those are the areas that I will be talking about on this platform. Go and have a great day.